Ikpemaba.
Yes.
I can hear you say, what does that mean? Well, it is the name of our stage play, which will be coming up on Saturday, Ikpemaba, Death and King's Drama. And then we have the director of that play, Awaritoma, Agoma, who is joining us today on the studio to talk about what this play is all about. He is the creative director of Basics Theatre. Thank you so much for being on the show. I just called Ikpemaba, and Nigerians are wondering what does that mean? The Death and King's Drama. Tell us about this play.
You know, do they call it onomatopoeia now? That sound, that is a word that sounds like I can't remember it. But, we don't forget those our book. Ikpemaba. That is
okay, like the beating of the drum.
Yes.
Okay, sounding.
Ikpemaba, the Oba's drummer.
Okay, that's the meaning in
yes,
Edo language, right?
That's why the title of the play is Death and the King's Drama, but Ikpemaba for short. It's a very intriguing play. You wouldn't want to miss it. I think it's built on a morale, even though it has some links to history, you know, a classic Benin history, where some people think that they are indispensable. This drummer of the Oba became a friend to the Oba, you know, because of his antecedent. He was good at what he does, you know, somebody that is very creative. Naturally, everybody took to him. The chiefs, the people of the kingdom, they loved the Ikpemaba, such that the Oba finally had to even give him his own daughter as wife. That became his fourth wife. You know, then a man can marry as many wives as he can manage. That is the African tradition. So the Ikpemaba married the Oba's daughter, the princess, as his fourth wife. That is to tell you how appreciated by everybody he was. A lot of people appreciated him, the chief, the entire kingdom. But suddenly, somehow, it looks like the thing got into his head. And then he started looking for more, you know, like Oliver Twist. He had to go and meet the Oba. There was a vacant title a chieftaincy title in the kingdom for one of the chiefs, a prestigious title. So he went to the Oba and requested for that title. The Oba was livid with rage. How could you? Because we all love you, because we all appreciate you. I even gave you my own daughter. That is something I can do of my own, but tradition is tradition. You are the Ikpemaba, but that should be enough for you now. Why are you asking for this title? The Ikpemaba said, why? Anybody can aspire to any position in life. I want to be this next chief for this title. Wow, the Oba was but the problem here, the catch was, at that time, the Benin kingdom was being attacked by enemies all around. Raping of their wives and children, daughters, killing of their sons, of course, appropriating their farms, you know. Just gradually they were carving their kingdom out by small, minute enemies all around. Because the Oba has to call for war by calling the Ikpemaba to drum. He must drum that death drum, which is what signifies war. It is what heralds the coming of the war, a very deadly and violent war, to make sure they crush the marauding nations surrounding them, trying to overtake their kingdom. But Ikpemaba said that was his opportunity.
Wow.
He said
to get back at the king.
He said he will not drum unless he's given that chieftaincy title. And you know, naturally, some chiefs started taking sides with him. Some were against. The Oba was very, very angry. Some of the people in the kingdom said they should give him now so that we can have peace. If it is just that title that he needs, let them give him the title so that we can declare war. This kingdom, they've not been able to face us or resist us. We'll crush them in one fell sweep. But of course, there was that stalemate. And even the Oba called for his chief priest, the Agbogun, what are the ancestors saying? The Agbogun told the Oba directly, the ancestors insist that the Ikpemaba must drum. So that was, you know, it was an impasse for the Oba. This Ikpemaba has refused to drum. Why are the ancestors insisting that he must drum?
And incidentally, there must be only one Ikpemaba.
And he was the only Ikpemaba around. So that is what I won't finish the story so that you can come and see.
You won't finish the story, but you will tell us how it ended, really. So did the Oba give in or did he not at the end of the day?
The Oba didn't give in. So I want you to come and see how it ends. That should be the suspense.
It would be interesting
It
to
is
see
really, really
that.
very interesting.
All right, but looking at your, is it the back cover of the play or your flyer? I can see someone who happens to be the Ikpemaba.
Oh yeah, no, the Oba.
Is it the Oba? Okay,
Yes,
this is the Oba, right?
Francis Duru, Nigerian Nollywood superstar, is our Oba. You know, he's a theater arts graduate, so he's still very comfortable on stage. He does a lot of stage performances, and this is one he loved. When I took it to him, he loved it, and he quickly accepted to do it and to perform and take the role of the Oba, and he's been doing marvelously well. Even though I don't know what I should say, that he lost his younger brother a few days ago, a couple of days back, and they buried him 2 days back. But still, that didn't stop him. That I want to really commend him for that, because like he said himself, while still attending rehearsals, he said, bro, say, the show must go on. And the show will go on.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
On Saturday, the show will go on. He buried his younger brother, the same father, the same mother, 2 days back. I want to say thank you to Francis Duru for still coming for rehearsals. A lot of people would have just, given up and then say, you see, my brother, I lost my brother, so let me just find somebody else. But he's still there and coming from rehearsals, and I appreciate him for that. And also we have Chuks the General. Okay. He will be the host. Typically, from my own experience in the past years, my relationship with stand-up comedy, you know that I've been there also. And then my position as a lecturer, I teach solo performance. So we always make sure that there will always be one show host. And that this time it is Chuks the General that will be anchoring the event. He would introduce the show, perform a little, and then we'll go into the main production. There are 2 shows.
And who will be performing the Ikpemaba this time?
It's a very, very, very experienced Benin actor. He came from Benin. We don't know him yet, but this will be introducing him to the Abuja audience. He's performed in some other productions in town. His name is Osas Ehibo. Okay. It's so he brings the color, because what we're trying to do is when you come in for that production, what you would see, what you would experience is Benin Kingdom. We want to see how we can. You must learn something about Benin Kingdom. For those who have never been to Edo State and you don't know how the Oba of Benin operates, we want to try to replicate the Oba and then the Benin Kingdom, the Oba's activities in the palace, especially in dealings with the people, with the chiefs, and then with some of his subjects, like the Ikpemaba. So you'll be seeing how the Oba operates. You know, they say Oba not the go transfer. Growing up in Benin City, after looking through this play and seeing it, directing myself, acting in it myself, because we acted the play originally in 1992. It was the entry for the NYC DG Cup, cultural competition, and we came second. Out of some kind of bias, but let's not go into that. So it's one play. Anybody that sees it will want to see it again. It's a classic.
Now it's a play, and you want to perform this play. Now, staging a play live, really, it doesn't come easy, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So
that has been our biggest challenge. But because we are resolute in our determination to, you know that I'm a lecturer, and I haven't taught. For these 9 years as a lecturer in the University of Abuja, the Department of Theatre Arts, it just dawned on me that we should replicate Broadway. But I thought we could do better. We want to better Broadway theatre. It's why my theatre, apart from basics theatre that you know, this theatre that is anchoring this is Bigway Theatre. Bigway Theatre is set to do more than what Broadway theatre has done for the United States of America. It's our intention to make sure that what we're doing is mainly traditional plays. Now we're doing a Benin play. Next time we could be doing an Urobo play, or we could be doing an Esako play, or we could be doing an Igbo play, a Hausa play. The idea is to stay focused, such that it becomes a tourist haven for people all over the world. We were doing an October Festival of Plays in the past, but we stopped because at that time people were not in Abuja. So the idea is to rekindle, resuscitate, revive that October Festival of Plays. So this is the very first outing for Bigway Theatre. We're believing that by next year, October, the entire month of October will be flooded with productions. Every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, would have events. It will become a tourist hot spot or melting pot for people all over the world, and especially for Nigerians. We did it before. Octofest, we call it, October Festival of Plays. And so this is just the beginning of what we intend to continue. What we started before is a rebirth, but obviously better, because what I knew at that time, I know more now as a lecturer. And so I am able to do more as a director of stage plays. I've acquired more credentials, more experience to do what I knew how to do better. And so I want to invite the entire nation, especially those in Abuja. Well, the Abuja Continental Hotel, which is former Sheraton, is where it will take place. If I may move before you get there.
Yes, I know you will get there. We're already getting there, really, because it will make an interesting watch, really, particularly at this time in Nigeria where there's a lot of stress and frustration. I know Nigerians are looking for where to ease out, some of this frustration they go through every day. So it's good to rebirth, like you call it, or resuscitate, stage plays in the country. Normally, Nigerians are used to comedy shows.
Only comedy,
but it will be an angle that Nigerians would want to explore, and I would also want to be there. But let's look at whether you want to replicate this to other parts of Nigeria. Now, it's happening in Abuja this Saturday, right?
Yes. From your last question, let's just take it from there. Sponsorship. Like the theater in the US, all over the world, the theater thrives on sponsorship. And so we're believing that when people see this, especially the private sector, we want to de-emphasize the attempt by government to try to support. They have never succeeded. Perhaps because of I don't want to use the word corruption that is involved in virtually every arm of government. Somehow, whatever is released to the entertainment sector, especially the theater, truly finds it difficult getting to us. So, but like I said, the Broadway theater still has some subvention from the government, but mainly it is sponsored by the private sector. So our drive this time is to make sure that we get in the private hands to be involved, to get the private sector involved so that we won't rely on government for next to nothing, just maybe very little. So from that point, we want to take it and do a tour. Usually you hear Nigerian plays have toured the US. Nigerian plays have toured Canada, toured the United Kingdom. And so we believe this place should first, like they say, charity begins at home. My mother-in-law used to call it, charity is beginning is at home. I love her a lot. So charity is beginning at home. Beginning is at home here. We want to believe that we can tour a few places in the Federal Capital Territory and then move out to perhaps the main cities in Nigeria, maybe Port Harcourt, perhaps Kano, and then Benin City itself, and then, of course, Lagos, which is the hotbed for entertainment in Nigeria. We would go around, and then finally, it's going to be apart from oil, it's a non-oil export. We want to make sure we join other exports to make sure that this theater begins to go abroad with traditional plays. Once you see Ikpemaba, for instance, you are seeing Benin Edo tradition, the Oba's kingdom, Benin kingdom. When you see other productions, perhaps maybe an Igbo play, you'll be seeing an Igbo tradition. You begin to know about the values, the norms, traditions of those people. Our intention is to make sure that it's a global brand. And then finally, it's going to be a theater for hire. If you have enough money, Nkoli, we want to bring this play to your backyard. Anybody that has money enough, just call us for the right sum. We'll be behind your house or in front of your house for your family, your people. All
right, so tell us again now where it is happening and who. You said everyone is invited. Does it come cheap? Is it free?
No, it doesn't come cheap. It is quite, especially at these times, maybe because of the value of the dollars, some of us are imported, the carriers come. They bring us, some of us come from abroad. The value of the naira has obviously impacted virtually everything, but that is not especially the fuel situation. So we're doing regular tickets for 10,000 naira. That's regular ticket. And then 25,000 naira for VIP tickets. And then for what we call VVIPs, there are IVs for people. We are saying you want to come and support the theater. You're not looking at, even those people that are VIPs, you're going to sit on the same chair. Let's face facts. Like comedians used to say, now, wow, you come, you sit down here, person sits down for your back, you pay 25K with you. No, the idea is those people paying 25K, even those paying 10K, is to make sure that we thrive. For instance, this play has no less than 40-man cast. With the orchestra, the townspeople, the chiefs, the Oba, his retinue of chiefs, and all of that. We have the dancers that would want to portray Benin Kingdom. We have not less than 40 people. And we want to be doing this regularly, like I said, every quarter. So with about 40, 50 people taken out of the employment market, truly engaged In drama, you can't catch them in criminality
as well.
Yes.
Okay, so 10,000 regular, 20,000.
Yeah, 25,000 VIP, and you can only get it if I give you a number if you want me to call the number.
And it's happening on Saturday. How do we get tickets?
Saturday, 2 p.m.
Where?
Tickets you can get by the gate, but if I give you a number, you call the number, you pay for your tickets, and then we get your receipt of payment.
I believe they would have put the number on the screen now for anyone who wants to get involved.
Okay.
We wish you the very best.
I appreciate that.
All right. We've been taking a look at a stage play coming up on Saturday titled Ikpemaba, Death and King's Drama, and we've been looking at this with the director of the play, Awaritoma Agoma, who's also the creative director of Basic Theatre. Yeah, I understand the number is on the screen now, so if you want to